for a check of your Fox 47 forecast.
Fox 47 meteorologist Brian Bachman back with a look at your Wednesday evening forecast. A night that's going to turn very soggy very quickly over the next few hours. And while the chances are low, we still can't completely rule out an isolated storm or two becoming severe across our neighborhoods in the next few hours. The overall threat area has been pretty consistent over the last few days. It applies to most of our neighborhoods here and, in fact, the vast majority of southeastern Michigan. But the overall severe weather threats themselves remain pretty low. We're not concerned about tornadoes for tonight. The hail threat has also dropped off just because we don't quite have the same dynamics and enough lift that would produce such storms. But some damaging winds can't be ruled out if a storm or two does manage to become severe. Bigger concern that I think all of us are going to deal with, though, tonight will be some heavy rain that could lead to some localized flooding and ponding on the roads as we head toward the overnight hours and tomorrow morning. And it's slippery out there in some spots right now. We have some light rain coming down in and around the greater Lansing area, northbound toward DeWitt and St. John's, and a pocket of heavier rain moving to the east side of Mason into Meridian Township and actually heading east of there, I should say, right now, working its way northeast toward Perry. Another heavier downpour, perhaps a thunderstorm trying to get going there as it crosses into Washtenaw County on the far west side of the county there. And that's all kind of on the leading edge of a much larger swath of rain moving into southwest Michigan toward Kalamazoo, Three Rivers, and the Coldwater area right now. We zoom out to show you the wide view here. And the whole reason for our bout of unsettled weather today is that slow-moving cold front we've been tracking for the last few days. It is sitting essentially directly over us as we speak. We showed you that temperature dynamic before, where a lot of neighborhoods closer to Lansing, St. John's, and farther to the west have seen temperatures fall into the 60s at this hour, while if you're from Jackson southward, you're still pretty well into the 70s. All of that in addition to just kind of providing the instability for the showers and storms today, this front is also essentially acting as a moisture pipeline, pulling it northward out of the Gulf of Mexico. So our next batch of more significant rain back toward the Chicago area and into northwest Indiana, that's going to track our way going into tonight. So timing this out here for you on Futurecast, we see the smattering of some mostly light showers that are out there right now, becoming more widespread as we get into the 8 o'clock hour with pockets of heavier rain and some embedded thunderstorms developing. We really see a bout of some steadier, heavier rain settle in across our neighborhoods closer to 11 p.m. and in the midnight time frame. The bulk of that will start to move east as we get to about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. From there, leaving us just with a smattering of some light showers here and there going into the early part of the commute tomorrow. So thinking ahead to heading out the door tomorrow, you'll need your rain gear still if you're heading out first thing, and also expect at the very least some leftover wet roads or some localized flooding here and there just from the overnight rainfall, if it's not still raining when you head out the door. Just about all the shower activity should start to clear out by, if not shortly after lunchtime, and then a good majority of us will see some sunshine break out going into tomorrow afternoon, giving us a well-earned break after what for many of us will likely be at least an inch worth of rainfall going into the next 24 hours here. In fact, some cases it could be closer to 1.5 inches of rainfall by tomorrow morning. So again, all the more reason to use some caution heading on the roads on Thursday. So for tonight, it's showers and thunderstorms, and some of the rain may be heavy at times with a low down toward 57. Highs stabilizing pretty well into the 70s for the next 7 days, and some isolated shower and storm chances early tomorrow, then again on Friday before a mostly dry start to the weekend. Chance for some storms does return on Sunday with a high of 77.